Alrighty, folks. It looks like we are ready for our next run, which is Super Mario Brothers Warpless, run by Supersonic. So, Supersonic, when you are ready, take it away.
We will be doing warpless, and we did meet the incentive to do the small fire Mario glitch, and we will be performing that in 1-4. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Oh, by the way, I do have Kiryu on comms with me. Yep, that's it. And yeah, and we've known each other for like 20 years, so there's that too. But anyways, we'll get you ready on the timer. So I'm gonna try to say go once I gain control of Mario. So we'll see how this works, and we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so 1-1. We are not gonna grab the power up right away. We're actually gonna stay small. Time being, we're actually gonna grab a mushroom in 1-3 and then carry that over into 1-4 so we can set up the small fire Mario glitch.
Yep, everything incentive that got met, and this is what you're gonna get. It is so good. So good.
Yeah, I'll explain what's going on with the glitch once we get to that point. But in the meantime, we're just gonna see World 1, and World 1 is usually the hardest world to get out of in Warpless for the most part, but usually 1-2, because 1-2 is a pretty tough level early on. We're gonna see if we can get these jumps here. Okay, there's that one. Let's see if we can get pipe jumps. Okay, we got the pipe jumps, so okay, we're in the clear. I'm always worried about that level anytime I run this game in the marathon, so I'm actually happy I got past 1-2 without a death. No stair boss either. So yeah, those pipe jumps are actually a lot more tighter in the All-Stars version because they fixed the hitboxes for the piranha plants. But in this case, the piranha plants hitboxes are towards the stem. So even if we pretty much jump into the bold part, it's not going to damage us, which is pretty nice. And we're going to go for this mushroom grab, which I did not get a clean grab there, but we did grab the mushroom even before it completely came out of the block. So did a quick grab there. Should be able to get the flagpole, okay, right before the 6. So this game has 1, 3, and 6 fireworks, and they always show up whenever we get 1, 3, or 6 on the timer. As far as time-wise, 1 firework doesn't lose any time, 3 will lose roughly a second, and then 6 will lose close to 2 seconds. So here on 1-4, we are going to go ahead and set up the small fire Mario glitch. I'm hoping Bowser will jump backwards here. Okay, he did. Alright, so we actually got hit and grabbed the axe at the same time. So the game pretty much thinks, even though we completed the level, we still ended up taking damage, so it keeps us big because it doesn't completely power us down. So when we see this next power up here, it's a mushroom and we turn small. So it's like a reverse effect in a way. And then we're going to go ahead and grab this fire flower. And this is what all of you have donated for the incentive. This is small fire Mario. It has the luxury of a small hitbox with the ability to shoot fireballs. Just the only con it has, you cannot break blocks with it. Another thing is, if I end up dying at any point, it'll revert me back to regular Mario. So I have to keep this glitch as long as I can, so we'll do our best with that. And we can also do some pretty funny stuff as well, like I'll see if I can snipe some enemies from underneath in the water section. And also, like, you can kind of see, there's like a frame of big fire Mario showing up. That's because there isn't really an animation for small Mario shooting fireballs. So it's gonna look like a, I don't know, kind of like Goro, because he has like 4 arms, in a sense.
Yep.
I don't know if that's like a good
David
comparison,
Goliath?
because Goro's a pretty big dude, and we're a small dude right now. Possibly, I don't know. Okay, so we got through the water section just fine. Okay, no stair bosses, so that's good. So I guess another thing It's the thing with Mario. Like, this game uses frame rules, which is 21 frames or 0.35 seconds. And probably the one overused analogy is the bus stop. So you can think of the bus stop as, you know, like the end of the level, and it leaves every 21 frames or every 0.35 seconds, and it'll pretty much give you a specific pattern in the next level, depending on how fast you beat the level. Unfortunately, I did take a hit there, so we are going to have to get Mushroom back in 2-4, so we cannot do a fire kill on Bowser, unfortunately, in this level. Which is fine. We still have plenty of opportunities to do some pretty neat fire kills. So as you saw there, when I took damage, it reverted me into Big Mario. However, it gives me the small properties, so if I end up getting hit again, I'll end up dying. So we gotta make sure not to make that happen. So anyways, we got 2 worlds down. Now we got World 3 coming up here. And since we do have a mushroom, we'll just go ahead and grab the fire flower, which is in a pretty awkward spot in this stage. But it's still a pretty okay grab to get. That's like the one thing about this game in general, like if you were to do like a marathon run or doing races or something, it's knowing where the backups are. Like you end up getting hit in a castle level and you need to know where to get the quickest power-ups, and there's various spots where you can grab power-ups and just get back to fire like fairly quickly, depending on some levels though. But one good level which is pretty like fast to get the fire flower is 6-1, which is it's a pretty common level to get fire back. But like in other spots, there are still various places you can get fire. So
yeah, it's important to always have backup strats just in any speedrun as well, just because, especially in marathon settings, it's just really good because, you know, you could tell a very experienced runner when they have backup strats and they know what to do when something goes wrong, because something will always go wrong. But what's great about the precision with the firepower, those jumps and the fire, like the shooting of the fireballs, it's actually, if you pay attention and you look, it's really precise about how often that, like, Supersonic has to jump at that right point, has to shoot at that right point, and then, yeah, so I just definitely have to say, Little Fire Mario and everything, you're making it look beautiful, but trust me, it's really hard.
it's tough to keep it. It's one thing to get it, but keeping it is a whole nother enchilada. Because there's like so many different things that can take it away, especially like this level here, 3-4. All right, there's Bowser. Shoot 5 fireballs at him, and he's down. Although it was a fake Bowser because it was a Buzzy Beetle in disguise.
Buzzy Beetle in disguise? Oh my.
Yeah, so in each castle there's like a different Bowser that is disguised from a different character in the game, or a different enemy rather. So we unveiled the Buzzy Beetle, and now we're in 4-1, which is probably the most easiest level in the game. Like, even though you got the Lakitu up there, he can't really do anything to you if you're going like full speed. So he's just throwing the Spinies and just completely passing you. So 4-2, this is actually my favorite level in Warpless. It is more known for in any percent or warps, where you can do the wrong warp here, but the Warpless route is actually pretty fun. So there's actually 2 routes you can do for 4-2. You can either take the top route or the bottom route. I personally prefer the bottom route because it's more fun and gives me some target practice on these enemies. Top route doesn't really lose any time, but you know, you're just running up there. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem fun to me.
You want to take the riskier route?
Gotta have some swag in there, you know?
Definitely. I mean, hey, we gotta have more of that chance to show off the Fire Mario, little small Fire Mario. It's really funny, each time the animation of when you fire, by the way, you're always like big, but then small again. It's super funny to watch. Yeah,
it only lasts for about, I think it's either 1 or 2 frames, the animation's there, because the game didn't code small Mario to have firepower. But for some reason the color palette's there, and he has the ability to shoot fireballs. So, oh yeah, another thing Small Mario can't do is crouch jump. So that's like another luxury for having Small Fire Mario. Because usually when we do Big Fire Mario strats, you gotta do a lot of duck jumps in various places. So in this situation, we don't have to do that.
You could just.
Okay, so we got a maze level here. Oh, what was that?
You could just squeak on by.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this Bowser can be a little gnarly. Okay, that's fine. I'll gladly take a 349 here. There is actually a clip you can do, but I feel like Big Fire Mario is more better at doing that. I'm pretty sure there's a way to clip into the corner with Small Mario, but it has to be something pretty precise, and there's like really no setup for it, really, as far as I know. Which is why like Big Fire Mario is like more faster, because you know it's only 2 power-ups you gotta grab. He's got clips he can do. Of course, getting Bowser kills here and there. So like another thing to mention is like the bridge collapse animation. It takes about 2.5 seconds for the bridge to collapse. So if you shoot fire on Bowser, then it doesn't do that. So you'll save 2.5 seconds, and if you do that in every single castle minus 8-4, that's close to what, 15 seconds I believe of time save. But in this case, since we did miss 1 fire kill, yeah, I was like, I was gonna miss that jump, so I had to like stay quiet there for a bit. So we already missed about 5 seconds there, which is okay. I mean, it's no big deal. I'm just hoping we'll get some good patterns here. Oh, that's not a good bullet bill to have, but let's see. As long as it doesn't get in front of me, we should be good. Alright, we're gonna play a little safe here. I stomped on that Buzzy Beetle because that second platform that I landed on, that will not spawn if I did not stomp on that Goomba. Because you can only have 4 enemy sprites on screen at a time, and the platforms are actually considered enemy sprites. So if I didn't stomp on that Goomba, then that platform will not exist, and I'll end up falling into the pit. Also, these are not good firebar patterns, so I'm going to wait on this one. There we go. These platforms are going to be a little bit off, since I had to slow down a little bit.
That looks so fun.
5-4 is actually a pretty difficult level to deal with. But at the same time, it's not too bad. It's pretty much a copy of 2-4. Just you have more firebars and more potaboos.
I like how in each.
But thankfully we did.
Oh, go ahead.
Huh? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I like how in each -4 levels, it's always like some imposter Bowser.
Oh yeah. That was the Lucky 2. Speaking of Lucky 2, we just stomped on it, and that's all the enemies in this level. Because the Lucky 2 would have kept spawning Spinies, and since we stomped on him, he didn't respawn again. So
Yeah, it's nice to have no level. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, do you have a moment for a quick donation?
yeah,
Thank
go
you.
for it.
Bobby the Blacktastic donates $25 and says, "Let's go, Supersonic."
Oh, my boy Bobby. Yeah, we're gonna see him speedrun Bloodstain later tonight. That's gonna be pretty exciting.
That'd be really good. Trust me.
Alright, 6-2. This is pretty much your target practice level. This is pretty much the best level where you can practice shooting fireballs. Because of kind of like seeing where the trajectory goes and such. And it's very good practice to really know when to shoot the fireball as well. So, really good level in general for target practice. 6-3 on the other hand, this level's not great. And I actually did die in this level plenty of times before, so just like that. I just had to say something. Okay, so unfortunately, since we died, we don't have small fire anymore. We could technically get it back in 6-4, but Bowser's gonna start throwing hammers, and it's not worth it at that point. But at least we got to see a good majority of small fire there.
Yeah, it was a very long time, actually. It was actually really, like, honestly, we got a lot of small fire Mario. There's a lot of spooky areas that you can lose up.
Yeah. And also for 6-4, I don't think I'm going to grab a mushroom here. Let me see how these Potaboo patterns are. This is also a carbon copy of 1-4. Okay, yeah, we're not going to grab it here. That's fine. We can grab the power-ups back in 7-1. But since we did a little bit of a slowdown there, those firebars are actually pretty free to go through. Bowser, on the other hand, is not going to be kind, and he throws hammers in this case. We'll just get right behind him, get the bridge collapsed, and we're 6 worlds down, 2 more to go.
I swear, each time I watch a speedrun, I blink, and then it's like, I want it again. It goes so fast, but it's so good. It's so clean, too. It's always impressive when you're speedrunning this game.
Also, this is like the battlefield stage because you have so many bullet bill cannons. And there's going to be Hammer Bros showing up too. Hopefully... Okay, that one didn't throw a hammer, luckily. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, they're both on the middle platform. We're going to go ahead and grab fire back here. You know what? I tried to go for bullet bill glitch. That is actually a very awkward spot to get bullet bill glitch, but it is possible to get in 7-1. It'll save 2 frame rules because it eliminates having Mario to go inside the castle, and yeah, he'll just be stuck in the block, and then the score countdown will just immediately start. So, anyways, we got 7-2. This is a very dangerous level, even though it is a carbon copy of 2-2, but there are more bloopers and more cheeps. And I'm gonna do my best to not kill too many because there is a chance that a bad blooper will appear at the end. But if they're in my way like that, I have to shoot them down. Otherwise, I'll lose fire. And if that were to happen, I'll be able to get a mushroom back in 7-3, but I cannot get fire until 8-2 because there are no power-ups in 8-1, no power-ups in 7-4. Okay, let's see, blooper, where you at? Okay, we didn't get a bad blooper, so we're good. Oh, well, stair boss. Yeah, we call that stair boss because we just bonked into the stairs. Just lose time, like, unnecessarily.
Just imagine your claptrap. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. 7-3. This is basically 2-3, but this time we got Koopas involved. Gonna try to shoot down the Koopas at least, or either make them despawn as well if we get enough cheeps on screen, but that's highly unlikely at this point. That's good enough. We still have fire, so that's a good thing. And we got another maze level coming up here in 7-4. So there's going to be 2 phases here. For the first phase of the maze, we're going to go bottom, middle, top. And then for the second phase, we're going to go top, middle, top. And now I got to do some crouch jumps because we're big Mario now.
Honestly, it's kind of fun to watch the crouch jumps.
Yeah, he looks like a frog or something.
Yeah, like leapfrogging Mario, fire bar everywhere.
Yeah. Bowser? Oh, I got 2 shots in there, that's good. And we got a Hammer Brother as an imposter that time. So you kind of notice there was a little bit of lag there. That's because when Bowser's throwing hammers, it creates more hitboxes on there. There are ways you can actually get no lag when doing fire kills with Hammer Bowser. But it is pretty risky to go for as well. So, like sometimes there'll be setups for it where you can actually get no lag at all. But anyways, without further ado, this is 8-1. We're in the last world of the game. And this is the longest level of the game as well. So even though this is warpless, we still hit that star block to make sure we get good judges. And it's guaranteed pretty much. Doesn't matter where you hit the star block from, as long as you expose it. And you'll save a frame rule that way. In any percent, it's a little different because you have to hit the first pixel of the block and play the level perfectly. Alright, 8-2, this is probably my least favorite level in the entire run. And I did get hit before in my PB.
Oh.
So I have a really bad time in this stage, but let's see what happens here.
I think, no, you got this. You always got this.
I'm gonna do a bonk, brush, boing, and bounce strat.
Wait.
This was implemented by Xerox Fiend, who is a fellow SMB1 runner. We call that the Xerox FBBBB strat. So we got the 4 Bs, bonk, brush, boing, and bounce. And it's very consistent, so you don't get hit by anything, really.
Can you say that 5 times fast in a row?
I don't think I could.
I can't even do it.
Alright, we got 8-3. We got a lot of Hammer Bros to deal with, but we got firepower, so should be able to bulldoze through these guys, or I guess blaze through them. There's fire. Yeah, makes sense.
Can we sneak in a quick donation?
Oh. Go for it.
We have a $50 donation from Rue, who says, Supersonic, very proud of you. Big wubs from Rue. And a heart.
Aw, thanks. I appreciate it.
Who's this Rue that we're talking about? I'm just kidding.
Oh, some person, you know. Alright, 8-4, we're going to try a 2-frame setup for wall jump here. Ah, missed it. Wait, I got the pixel, but I just missed the jump for it. That's fine. Alright, we got the turnaround room. Gotta make sure to scroll the screen just enough to put me in the water level, or water section of the stage. This is second to the last room. Time's gonna start on the X grab. Also, I'm doing a crouch jump or a crouch swim there, so it halves my hitbox.
It's very impressive.
But I can't shoot fire.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. That's super hard.
And time.
That time it was the real Bowser, I think. What do you think?
That is the real Bowser, but we didn't have to shoot him down because that's how the timing ends for SMB1.
Sounds about right. Well, nicely done. Big GGs. That was very, very impressive, and the small fire Mario glitch was beautifully showcased. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, at least we kept it until 6-3. I mean, I jumped really early on the platform, and I get bonked underneath that moving one, but that's okay. I mean, we got to see about 2/3 of it. I had to do math in my head. So we saw 2/3 of Small Fire Mario, and then we just finished it up with Big Fire. And yeah, that's Super Mario Brothers Warpless. And, thanks to Kiryu for being on the comms with me. Also, Reach for hosting, and JSR for having me on with the Speedrun Hall of Fame. And this is the run. So really happy to be a part of this. Coming up next, I believe we have Battletoads, right?
Next up is actually Castlevania. Continuing with our great old NES block.
Yeah, we'll get to it for that one. So anyways, thanks again for watching. But I'm Supersonic. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me at twitch.tv/supersonic_. I'll say hi in the chat. There we go. That's me right there. And yeah, I speedrun pretty much daily. I play Mario, Sonic, Zelda, Pokemon. I play a bunch of stuff. So I'm pretty much like a jack of all trades of speedrunning. So if you guys want to check me out, feel free to drop by. Really chill community and everything. And yeah, that's all for me. Thanks for watching again. Peace.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye, everybody. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. Thanks, Supersonic, for that incredible run of Super Mario Brothers. What a challenging game. Again, these runners just make them look so easy. It is awesome. So it's not stopping here. We've got more in store for you. Coming up next, like I said, is going to be Castlevania Any %. So we will see that very shortly.